Good morning everybody. I'm Jason and I'm with Jason Carey Guitar here on YouTube, and this morning we're talking about morning ritual for guitar growth, and we're here today at 60 beats per minute. Good morning Kevin. Good morning Kevin. Today we're going to imagine if the metronome at 60 beats per minute was dividing our time into threes this morning, into triple meters. So sixes and threes, okay? So let's keep that in mind this morning. So one E and a two and a T and a 1, 2, 3, dang, 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 dang. So we'll build off threes today, all right? And we'll see how that works out. Good morning, Sky. Good morning, Robbie. Good morning, good folks, good friends, good internet friends. Good morning, Anthony Tortorello. Good morning, Scott, Mr. Sterling, Mr. Tortorello, Mr. Smith, Mr. Sky, Mr. Haas. So we're starting with a tuning today. And some breath, but I wanted also just to take a moment to set our intentions for this morning. If you're here joining us for the morning ritual for guitar growth, we just wanted to set an intention. And this could be something specifically for you, or it could be life related, it could be just specifically for this session. But it's a good idea that I like to set an intention every morning so that I can remain focused. And something that I have always in the back of my mind when I attempt to practice the guitar in the mornings is to, number one, focus on I'm going to work on focusing on every word that I say so that I don't share something I don't need to share. Number one really is to be fully appreciative of all of the things that I have lined up that allow me to do this every morning, and really approach the guitar as if it were the first time every time. So every note means something. That being said, go ahead, and if you choose to set your own intention, that would be a good time to do that now. And we'll continue on with our breath work and with our tuning. So there's A440, which is already in tune. Oh, we have some new, hey, Blue Zeus. Briars, good morning. Jason, I like the backdrop on the Johnny B. Good video. Oh, Chess record. Yeah, it looked kind of reminiscent of Chess, wasn't it? Yeah, thank you, me too. I appreciate that. Sometimes we put more time in getting the colors right than others, you know what I mean? Sometimes we're working to get in front of everything this year. So this is a really big year, like I've been sharing with you guys, that it's a big year for me personally. Please play some Nirvana. Sorry I can't play along this morning. Boarding a flight in a few minutes. See you all tomorrow. Well, you travel well, friend. Travel well. That's exciting. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're close. We're pretty close, I think, aren't we? All right, so intentions set. Oh, I wanted to tell you that I have some other equipment set up this morning so that we can introduce some new concepts. Some of the equipment failed this morning, so I want you to know that there's some new stuff coming hopefully tomorrow if we can get some time in the schedule today to correct this stuff. Maybe we can. I hope we can. I'm sure we can. So hopefully we'll see some new approaches and new angles tomorrow, but not angles, camera angles, but different, just different stuff to practice. I want to focus on like how many of you feel like the guitar is like an extension of yourself already? How many of you actually view the guitar as developing at the same rate that you're developing? Or is the guitar a static entity, separate, inanimate, just that doesn't do anything with you? I personally believe that the guitar does grow and it does change. Key Groover, are you still here? If you're still here, I'll look at some, we'll look at some Nirvana. I love Nirvana. But if you're still here, just let me know, let me know what's going on. So I look at the guitar as if the top, the back, the sides, all of this stuff, all of these, organic pieces, they get better with age in many situations, right? The top starts to sort of like loosen up through vibration. As vibration gets sent through the guitar, it starts to sort of grow and build in its tone and its character. So I think that's a legitimate, unless all of my friends, I view these people as high-end guitar players or musicians, and unless it's some kind of voodoo that they're doing that I'm not getting, who knows? I think there is a little bit of guitar sort of like voodoo involved, but let's take a look at fingers 3 and 4. We'll start here today and we'll likely end up with some minor pentatonic action. I want to also think about 3s today. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's start with counting 3s instead of counting 4s. We'll trim that cycle by 1 beat. We'll prune it from a simple duple to a simple triple. 1, 2, 3, go. And this will give us ample time to fully appreciate each note that we're playing. Breathe. Hopefully we're not feeling like we're in too deep here. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. And typically the 4 feels like 2 strong beats in the measure. The measure is split in half and sharing the power between 1 and 3, typically on 4 beat bars. So, for example, on a rock song, beat number 1 is going to be the loudest. Beat number 2 is going to be the second quietest. Beat number 3 is going to be the second loudest. And beat number 4 is going to be the second, and then finally the least loud attack of the bar. And I'm sure you likely know this. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Good question, Justin. Guitar for everyone. So this is a morning ritual for guitar growth, and we're here to work on our breathing, working on our tuning, and tuning as we go through the year of 2025 becomes a larger scale concept. It's a larger concept. So But we start with tuning the guitar before we start working on the chromatic exercises. I have a lot to cover today, so stick around. You'll enjoy it. 1 T, and here I forget where we were at. Oh, the voodoo. Yeah, let's go ahead and start up and I'll continue on that trip. So fingers 2 and 3 on frets 11 and 12. 2 T. So 1, 2, go. Oh, Summertime by Janis Joplin. I don't think, maybe some of them did, but I think what I'm referring to is the guitar, like the nerd stuff that, you know, people hook the guitar pick up to an oscillating arm and then tune it to open G, and then just let it play in a room just while the pick spins and strums for like 3 months, and they come back to the guitar and the guitar sounds different, you know, because it's been ingrained with all of those frequencies, and all of those resonances have been living in the guitar. And so I have friends that believe in that kind of thing. 1 2 3 2 2 3 3 2 3 top. 1 2 3 2 3 1. Good morning, Dan. Did you see your guitar on my YouTube, on the community post page this morning? You have 2 guitars that are being featured as morning ritual guitars this morning. So if you go to my YouTube, right here at Jason Carey Guitar, you'll click on the page and then click over a couple, you'll see the posts tab. You can kind of do the community or posts tab. You're right up at the top there, and I think we've got some of Anthony's axes ready and queued. We've got a few all queued up and ready to go. 1 2 T. We're talking about 3s this morning, and we're really, there we go with the word really, we're engaging with 3. Work compared to the 4s. 1 2 3. Typically there will be like an arch. The pulse. Every one, the 3 will be the 1 will be loud, and then that 3 will typically trail off in dynamic or sound pressure level or dynamic range, until we get to beat the end of finishing up beat 3, and then when we reach beat number 1 again, we are back to a strong beat. So 1 2 2 2 3 3 2 3 down 2 2 2 2, whereas opposed to 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and bang da ga dang da, a little less strong. Strong da ga da da, a little less strong. So we're really working, you know, dynamic range changes, everything changes with 3s. I mean, at the beginning, it does. 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. We can play quarter notes. Talk about really being observant of the notes that we're playing. Play 4 attacks per beat. 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. We could also 3 1 2 5s. 2 3 1 2 3 2 3. back to triplets for a little bit of respite. We'll start working a minor pentatonicism in a little bit, probably in the last 15 minutes or so. We'll continue on with 1, 2, 3. We'll start with fingers 3 and 4 on 10 and 12. 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We could also just keep working through and not patternizing the sound, or not patternizing the theme of the fingering and the fret usage. 2, T, 1, 2, T. It's great to see some new faces here, for certain, yeah. Abdul, good morning. Thanks for rephrasing that. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. We're definitely excited to have new friends and new faces. If you're just tuning in, this is, for some reason, this is really, you know, just shake it out a little bit. We're coming up to a stretch in the next couple of sessions. We've got 2 more exercises and then we're coming up to a stretch sequence. But stick around, we've got some really great minor pentatonic stuff to work on here in just a few minutes. So if you haven't joined us with your guitar yet, you have a couple of minutes to go grab your guitar, get situated, and make yourselves at home, okay? 1, 2, T. Good morning, Raul. Good morning. Hey, Adam O'Neill, Mountain Lifer. This is great to see you again, man. Thanks for stopping. Thanks for checking in. I hope you have a guitar in hand, because this is where the rubber meets the road. You know, this is where we start working on. This is the beginning of a great songwriting journey as we start passing through the high places again. So we're just talking like, this is sort of a, not anything, 2, 3s. We're working on 3s. And the 3s are sort of whipping me this morning. But I'm using fingers 2 and 3 in the middle of the guitar, right in the middle of my left hand, my fret hand. And my fret hand is just sort of taking some punishment this morning. It feels like I'm getting abused. So we're definitely going to enjoy some stretch coming up. If you're just tuning in, this is every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. Eastern, this time of year, it's daylight time. Good. Fingers 1 and 2, and then we'll take a stretch. We're doing the stretch on 1 and 2, and then we're stretching frets 10 and 12. 1, 2, 3. Mountain Lifer, how's it going up there in heaven this morning? Oh yeah, you could, if you're here and you haven't done so yet, you could double tap the screen. Bernard, good morning. double tap the screen to T, and that will, or you could like the video if you know, depending on the viewport you're watching, you can access that like process in a couple of different ways, I guess. But double tapping the screen works pretty well. Hi from Indonesia. I'm playing guitar is bad. Yeah, I know that feeling. I understand, hey, bro. This is definitely going to help with confidence. It's going to help with moving from the known parts of the guitar to the unknown parts of the guitar. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful morning up here in these beautiful mountains. I bet it is. All right, now it's time for a quick stretch. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. This is now officially stretch time. So we've got straight elbows here and here, and we're just doing a very simple stretch. We're not doing any counter work. We're not doing any of these. I mean, we'll probably do a little bit of this too. Oh, that feels good. Thumbs back, we'll roll the hands forward, and just thumbs down on both sides. I'm mirroring this on my right side too. So bring those arms together in the front, and then 15 clicks here, 15 here, 15 here, and 15 here. So that's what we're up to. In case you wanted to go grab your refill of coffee, now's a good time to do that. If you wanted to stick around and shoot the breeze in the live chat, we've got another 45 seconds or so to do that. Ilham, bro. Good morning, Ilham. Thank you for being here with us. And I see Indonesia. So if you are just tuning in, I thought about this earlier on before 2025 set fire, before 2025 got started. And some guy, good morning, some guy, that's a great YouTube handle. I started thinking about all of the I have a goal set. Started out as an 18 or 20 hour day, and my wife said, well, maybe you could whittle that down to 8. I got it down to 12, and then I got it eventually down to 8, so the third or fourth iteration in, and now I'm sort of like sticking around 12. So 12 is a pretty good measure for me. So I'm not playing guitar just for 1 hour a day. I'm with the guitar and around the guitar, and maybe not practicing it, but sometimes practicing it. Most of the time practicing it. What I've found is the warm-up process does not end. So this sets the tone for me. The warm-up process is continual, and I'll talk with you about what I mean in the last 15 minutes of this session. So stick around and grab your guitar if you don't have a guitar yet. The warm-up is a perpetual, it's like prayer. We're supposed to be in a constant state of prayer. I mean, at least I am. And it's really easy to just kind of forget about, and just start playing notes and just kind of, let the notes run wild and crazy. But it's also, it's also okay to do that, because that's where discovery-based learning begins. And then the sort of like the procedural learning ends, and the discovery method begins. And that's where we find ourselves out there somewhere in the ether. We can't reach ourselves until we put the discipline in. And I can't state this enough, like there's no shortcut to playing guitar. And I do these like little clickbaity kind of titles once in a while on my channel. You always well, not all of you, some of you just kind of tolerate it. But some come by and they'll say like, yeah, that's a lie, you can't do that. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, you can't do that. So, hooray for reality. So we'll talk about that a little bit more in a few minutes. I want to just get through 3s today. And this will be great because we'll be able to talk about E minor, and we'll be able to blast through all of these E minor pentatonics and E minor and then we'll use a C major 7 chord in the middle of the sequence. So we'll get into that in a little bit. So we'll start maybe with some fingerstyle when we when we approach it, right? We'll start bass. I'll give you the chords right now in case you wanted to work on that instead of dumping around with what I'm doing. So it's just pretty much E minor. So starting on fret 2 on the D string, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then we're moving from that E note to a C note in the bass. Instead of playing 4 though, we're only playing 3. So I have to get counting. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So we'll have some fun with that in a little bit. We'll also talk about how to apply my, pentatonics over the top of that, but we'll do that in the form of a warm-up. And remember, the warm-ups never end, right? So for me, they never end, and they eventually become adapted. They become absorbed or folded into the into my my trick bag. My trick bag's a little different than some, but we all have our own sort of specializations that we're going after, and that's fine. We don't all have to be clones of everyone else we admire. So we have room to do our own work and find our own paths, right? So I see something from Keep Me in Your Prayers If You Will Please. I have a lot to come up with by tomorrow, and it feels overwhelming. Thank God guitar can help me take focus off it for a bit. Well, good. Oh, Pinky's not ready for pressure yet. So let's do some 3-finger warm-ups too. All right. Let's send some prayers out to our good friend Bernard this morning. Small stuff. Yeah, it can seem like it's quite a. Yeah. So our friend Mountain Lifer took the tip of his pinky finger off over the winter. Are you doing tutorials? I am doing tutorials, Andrew. Good question. Pizza Mozart. Yeah, that's right. Some guy, I see you commented something, but then took it off. Don't hesitate to. Life is a warm up in the big show. I was picking Ramson 1 hour ago. That's why I'm late. Right, you are working hard, man. Bernard, I'm afraid the big show is a big dinner, and we might be on the menu. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. That's good. Guests at the table. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so here we are back to 1, 2, T. And we'll use 16th note triplets today. 1, 1, 2, 3, popocatépetl, popocatépetl, and that keeps it truncated. And I know if I'm saying the word popocatépetl, then it's like, That's sixes. Two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Try to mark each one. Now we're cooking with fire now. 1, 2, go. Same thing, fingers 1, 2, and 3. And if it's too fast for some, you can come back and watch it on demand after we finish live streaming. But watch it in halftime, and it's good to pick along with us. It's good stuff to improve and add into, fold into the guitar mix, you know. Great day, good idea. Mad, extraordinary finger talent. No Diddy, no Diddy, that's for sure. 1, 2, and then we're working on just finger stretches. 2, we're working on 3s, and so 1, 2 fingers, 1, 2, and 3 on frets 9, 10, 11, 12. We're stretching the third finger. Here we go. And I'm working up to a pentatonic situation here. So if you're here and you like what's going on, you can let us know by double clicking the screen, double tapping the screen, and then or clicking the like button. We're here every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time. And we're here for the entire year of 2025. Building relationships. And we wanted to build a relationship with the guitar. So here we are. Right, fingers 2, 3, and 4. Same thing. 1, 9, 10, and 12. Fingers 1 and 2 and stretch 4. 1, 2, all right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, T. 1, 2, T. And all we're doing here is programmatically programming our count, our just capabilities to say the word the phrase 1, 2, 3. And not cycle back to 4 every time. Don't forget to breathe. Good. All right, by the time we reach the end of this year, if you have worked out with us for the entire year, you're going to notice that we spent 260 hours together because we're here every, 52 weeks, 5 days a week, 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. And that accumulates 260 hours of warm-up time. That's amazing. That's amazing. It's 260 hours more guitar than most of us play. And we can actually we can start calling ourselves guitar practitioners, because what do guitar players do? we play guitar. That's right, we play the guitar. So fingers 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 are next. They're next on the list, and we'll get through those. We are just about running on time today. We will finish, we'll be able to finish right on time so we can keep your schedule together. If you're here for the duration of the hour, I wanted you to know that I appreciate your seat time, and your seat time is the most. We do accept super chats and all that stuff. Let's say to financially support the channel. But I don't solicit that. If you feel like at some point something moves you to do that, then more power to you. And you know, there's the old adage: you can't change the world if you can't keep the lights on. And we all experience that at our own levels, right? And it doesn't. Sometimes we can let fear run the game, and I do it. I bought the T-shirt. I'm doing it again tomorrow. And I'm sure it won't be the last time in my lifetime I let fear take the wheel. But there is a person there that we can trust to take the wheel. So, and it's good to have those reminders. It is good to have those reminders. So, one, two, T, go. 1, 2, 3, 2. Usually when I count threes, I'll usually give 2 bars. 3 is a truncated meter in my mind because common time is 4/4. It's so common, it's called common time. So typically when I count off a song, I expect, or the band might expect, an extra beat if I'm counting 3. So I'll have to give them, give myself 2 bars. So here's what I normally would do for countdown. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. And we're using fingers 1, 2, 3, and 4, and on starting at 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're off. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, T. Sometimes I don't say the word 3 because it's too long. It takes too. I don't have the time to say it before the next count comes. So 1, 2, T. I just say the word T. 1, 2, T. 1, 2, T. 1, 2, T. So before we start, is a great day. Are you still with us? Are you still here? Because if you are, I'll cover the hand posture if you like. Colton, good morning from Canada. Very nice to have you here. Very nice to make your acquaintance this morning. Thank you very much for stopping in. We're all just thrilled that you're here with us. And if you're just tuning in, if you missed a little bit about what I was saying, smash that like button. Now, Mr. Burns said it from The Simpsons. The only ship that never sinks. Friendship. Very cool. That's very cool. Maintaining friendships, it's a beautiful thing. So what are we doing? Fingers, 1, 2, 3, stretch 4. Let's go ahead, 9, 10, 11 to stretch the 4th finger up to fret number 13. 2, T, 1, 2, go. If you wanted to, you could also follow along with this. let's just, you know, keep it. If you can't do it just yet, you can also just kind of just do these exercises at your own speed. As long as we're getting these things in, you can kind of synchronize. It doesn't have to be parallel with what I'm doing and at that speed. Again, I'm trying to observe all of the notes that I'm playing. Each one has a different value. All right, fingers 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll kick that first finger back. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, go. And breathing in helps to kind of identify where the tension is living in the body. And you can, if you know where the tension is living, then we can work to release it, thus making us more balanced and more efficient and more effective and better sounding guitar practitioners. This coming, you know, right after this, we're coming up to transition into what we wanted to start with today, which is pentatonicism. Again, another section on pentatonicism. We'll talk about why that is today. Good. All right, so I'm going to do one more. I'll do one more stretch because that will get us to the quarter hour, the 3/4 hour marker. Work on breath to reground myself and just prepare for what's coming here. Simple stuff. 3s. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. And that's a 4-bar pattern. 12 beats. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, 4. We'll go one more. 2, 3, and then 5, 2, 3 for 15 seconds. And 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Mad. That's right. Don't stop believing. 2, 3, 2. And then here we go. One more time. 2, 2. 3, 2. You can nod your head around if you like, just to get sitting up straight and preparing ourselves for. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. Anything you put your mind to, right? Let's start with. Let's start with something pretty basic. 2 and 3, and just a forward roll, and 3, 1, 2 and 3, and 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're starting with E minor. C major 7, or some sort of form of that, C major 7. Just forward rolls. Let me change positions here so you can see what my other arm, my picking hand is doing. That might make sense in this situation. And we're working with the fingers trying to, I don't have all of my fingernails back just yet, but they're coming along. And you might remember that I sliced half of my middle finger off 2 weeks ago with a mandolin, slicing up some jalapenos. That's coming back. It's still, most of it's gone, but half of the nail is there, and it's still working as a finger picking agent. So forward roll and T. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just a forward roll into a reverse roll, which we call a combination roll. 1, 2, 3. 1. Oh, you didn't have your suit on? Oh no. So we can start working with E minor. So we can start with E in the bass, then move up to 1, fret 4 in the bass, fret 5 in the bass, fret 7 in the bass, fret 9 in the bass, fret 10 in the bass, fret 12 in the bass, fret 14 in the bass. So we have root, flat 7 in the bass, flat 6 in the bass, 5 in the bass, 4 in the bass, flat 3, flat, and then 2 in the bass. You can put flat 2 in the bass if you like. We could do the same thing with C in the bass, C major 7. So if we play C on fret 3 on the A string, then we can go, we can move back and forth between C in the bass note and the E in the bass note. So now we have the root, flat 3, or the root 5, the major 7, and the 3 on the top. We could use the E note. So we have these really basic finger picking patterns. And we also have so if we can imagine that these finger picking patterns are happening, we could also use plectrum picking patterns. So one, two, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, 1, 2, 3, 1. Let's change that into 2s, into 3s. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And 3 and 1, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. 1, 2, Santa Caillou, good morning. Good morning. How are you today? So that's 4 again. So 1, 2, and 3, and so 1, 2, and 3, and 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 1, 2, and 3. So, if you were following along a couple of weeks ago or last week, I think we started talking a little bit about pentatonicism, and we went through all of the shapes of the pentatonic scale. So you could go back to previous live streams, search through the channel Pentatonics, and then you could find that live stream if you wanted to. Typically the last 20 minutes of each live stream is where we specialize in our day-to-day sort of specializations. So I'm working the minor pentatonic, now this is this is almost kind of, it's really cool discussion. When we start playing the E minor pentatonic, all right, so the chord progression that I'm using is from the key of G. But if I play E minor pentatonic as if this was the number 1 in the scale, that gives us 1 flat, 3, 5, flat 7, and then root note. If I play this as the C major 7, and then I play the same notes, I have the 3 of the major 7, the C major 7, now I have the 3, the minor, that same minor pentatonic scale becomes the 3, the 3, the 5, the 7, the 9, and the 3 again. And the 6. Now, that's good stuff to know, because now I know every time I play a C major 7 chord that I can play an E minor pentatonic scale. So every time I hear this, a major 7 quality chord, I know that if I play the minor pentatonic scale on the 3rd of that chord, I have the 3, the 5, the 7, and the 9, the 3, the 5, the 6, and the 7, and the 9. So all of the very nice color tones, plus the defining sonor note that gives us the defining sonority of the chord of the moment. So here's the chord of the moment, C major 7. This is what I need. So C major 7, or you could use, if you wanted to, start 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and what's going on? You could use any version of C major 7 you would like, including 9s. And then we have C major 7. We have 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 3, 5, 6, 7. Now we have all of this other stuff. So if we learned the minor pentatonic, the E minor pentatonic across the neck, that's kind of where we're going today. That's kind of... So 1, 2, 3. So most of this is going to be additive for me. Most of this is going to be work on, this is where the warm-up never stops. So the warm-up, this technique might be, you know, this might be too challenging for me to play in where the notes in succession up at speed at the rhythmic breakdown that I prefer to play at. So I might start at a slower tempo and work just little pieces. And this is really a gold mine right here. This is a big nugget. This is how we get through these larger patterns. We digest these smaller patterns and use the additive process, and that's kind of how we just kind of become blistering guitar players, right? So the E minor pentatonic might look like this. And then it becomes something that we can play at tempo and put larger pieces of the puzzle together. All right, what's going on over here? All right, Calm Like a Bomb. Just ran a minor pentatonic with the few blue notes all the way up and down the neck, and it went just right, along with us very nicely. Very cool. Yeah, that's what it's all about. So minor pentatonic section 2 would be right here, so we're starting. hey, it's that time of day. Good morning, Kevin. So we just got a little bit, I've got a looper I'm going to bring tomorrow so we can set up these really cool, thanks Kevin for keeping us on time. I've got a looper that I'm bringing tomorrow so we can set little loops. Hey, good morning, Ralph. Ralph is in the house. Oh, there it is. What's going on, brother Ralph? Nice to see you. We're just wrapping it up, just getting ready. Kevin said sayonara, so it's departure time for today. Maybe we can jump on the phone a little later today. Got some cool stuff coming up. Anybody else? Big realization I had was that if you know the E minor pentatonic, then you know the G minor pentatonic. Ooh, there it is right there, friend. That's right, huge. Kenyon Laban, good morning. Good morning, praying. I have a testimony to share tomorrow. Well, good luck today, Bernie. Some Blues Brothers, yeah, that's right. It's an old, Avoid Ralph is an old bandmate. So that's an old joke. So anytime we'd see somebody walk into the club or whatever, it's sort of like, you'd honor them with that little clip right there. So anyway, that's right. Yeah, good. Godspeed, friends. And until we meet again tomorrow, I'll be here again tomorrow with you, and we'll continue on talking about unlocking some more doors for minor, major, minor, and altered pentatonics tomorrow. So thank you very much for being here. Much appreciated. And until we meet again tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Happy picking. And we'll see you then. Happy picking, that's right.